Hey, my name is Frank, and this is what we did last night. So we started the night with the Narrow Road Spotify playlist, which is going to be here till the rest of the year until Christmas comes back to play the Christmas playlist. But make sure you subscribe to that. And if you have any song recommendations that I need to know about, let me know because I add them. And I try to add to it at least every other week, if not weekly. So check out the Spotify playlist. The first video was a Student Life video, which is the basic Student Life camp promo video for 2015. And it's not funny. It was just a good promo video about getting the kids excited for the summer camp at Student Life. So for the funny video, I decided to show a classic Kid Snippets video. Actually, it's not classic because it's a newer video, but Kid Snippets has been around for about maybe a couple years now. And actually, I don't think my kids really find it too funny. But this particular video was kind of funny. It was like about stand-up comedy. And so obviously, if you know about Kid Snippets, it's adults mouthing the words of kids having a conversation. So the idea is funny, but sometimes the videos aren't always that great. But this one was pretty good, and I got some laughs from the kids, so make sure you check that out. And the last video we showed was to promote our Florida mission trip. And so I called I emailed my good friend Ben Bradley up, who's a videographer and a photographer down in Tampa, who I've known for a few years now, and he shoots amazing videos for like some major companies, but he also does some amazing drone videos where he sends like this little handheld helicopter into the air and takes amazing aerial shots. And so I think about over a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, he shot an amazing drone video of the city of Tampa. And so I emailed him and I said, hey, can I use that footage for a thing I'm making for the missions trip? And he sent me over the file, and man, the video was epic. So I did a little voiceover work, added some videos from past events and things that I've done before, and it came out pretty well. I think it's pretty epic, and I used a Hillsong instrumental to it. So make sure you check it out. It's linked down below. So the two games I played today are brand new inventions from my brain this week. The first one was called the Selfie Scavenger Hunt. So I gave them like a list of about 25 things and gave them 15 minutes to do a selfie scavenger hunt. And it was great. It worked awesome. And I put that in the Youthman store so you can get that copy. It's only $2. It's a steal. And it's already a compilation of 25 things that they can do, and you can add to it as well. And one question I get sometimes is how do I display the Instagram pictures onto the screen? And there's two ways you can do that. There's a thing called InstaFeed Live that our friends over at Stuff You Can Use have that I think is pretty sweet. I used it once before, and it was a pretty cool thing. And you buy it by like the days or the week. It's like a license. But the DYM also has a thing called Instagrabber and Instaplayer. And so those two apps I think are like $20, $25 each. And Instagrabber will grab any images from a certain hashtag, and Instaplayer will play any images that you've saved in a certain folder on your computer. And so for the purposes of tonight, I use Instagrabber and Instaplayer because I've had those apps for a while now, and it worked great. So all the links to everything I just said are below. So is the game. So make sure you check that out. And then for our $5 door prize game, we played a game called Superhero Reverse Charades. So if you don't know about reverse charades, it's a classic game that my buddy Ben Reed, I think, invented. If not, he has made a ton of versions of them that inspired me to make this version of Superheroes Reverse Charades. Basically, you get two people up front facing the crowd. You split the crowd in half, and whatever words are on the screen, the crowd has to charade, act it out. You know what I'm saying? And the people on the stage have to try to figure out and guess what they're doing. And it's great because you see, all your kids standing up, acting like fools, and the people are just on the stage overwhelmed because there's too many people acting out. It was a great game. It was actually really close. And so there's great superheroes, anti-heroes, as well as a couple of villains in that package, as well as a guy who apparently isn't a superhero, but he is a great American hero. So make sure you check it out. Superhero Reverse Charades. It's in the Youthman store. For worship, we did Always and Jesus Paid It All, both the Kristen Stanfield version, as well as Inside Out by Hillsong. So it was a great playlist. I'm not a big fan of Inside Out because I feel like that song is super old, but our band, and I'm not just saying this because I have to on the video, I'm saying this because I'm super proud of them. They're getting better every single day. And our electric guitarist is doing like crazy fills and solos, and our drummer's letting loose. I just have to I'm so happy because the band's getting better, and when the band's getting better, the worship is better, and it just adds to the atmosphere. So I'm just super stoked about that. So my message was actually kind of brief this week because I had to do something afterwards with everybody So in order to get everything I need to in there, I had to only do my message for 20 minutes, which is actually really short for most of my messages. And so what I ended up talking about is kind of basically how true love, true intimacy, true friendships are done face to face. They're done person on person. They're done being present and being engaged. They're not done, like, real friendship isn't only through Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Like, you have to be face to face. You have to be present and be engaged with the people. And so basically I use social media and technology to catalyst, to leapfrog into this discussion of what it really means, like, to be present, to love one another, to be there for each other, and to not simply just have superficial relationships. So it was a good night, and it was really, really fast. It went by in a blink. And I got to take a selfie in the middle of my sermon to illustrate a point. So make sure you check that out. My Instagram, Pastor_Tank. So the reason why our message was shorter is because in March we're doing a series called You on the Wednesday. And what You on the Wednesday is something that I took from Josh Griffin over HSM in Saddleback Church, what they call You on the Weekend. And so basically what You on the Weekend is every school that's represented in your youth group takes a Wednesday night or a Sunday morning, depending on when your services are, and they run the entire service. And they invite their friends, they do the worship, they do the preaching, they do everything. And it's a great idea. And ever since I heard about them doing it, I've always wanted to do it. Except in my previous ministry, I only had homeschool kids. So it would just be one Wednesday night of homeschool kids. And so what I decided to do is, last year we did You on the Wednesday, and it was a huge hit. We had a public school, a private school, and the homeschoolers do it. And so they had 3 different weeks. This year, the demographics of our youth group is so much different. We have a big public school class, a big homeschool class, but only one private school kid. And so instead of trying to invite all his friends from his private school to come in for You on the Wednesday, what I decided to do is have the 3 oldest seniors flex some leadership skills and choose their own teams. And amongst those teams, they're still free to invite their friends from their respective schools, but it's no longer 3 different schools, but just 3 different teams that are representing their group and their team. So I'm super stoked. If it's anything like last year, what I will see is that kids will start to take responsibility of the youth group. Kids will realize that what we do on Wednesday night is not something we just flippantly do in 4 seconds, that it takes work and effort and a week of planning. And it will start to show what kind of gifting each kid has. It really demonstrates the leadership of the upperclassmen. It shows us who are the kids that we need to grab for our worship team. It also demonstrates maybe the kids who have the gifting of preaching, or have the gifting of being funny and doing funny videos, or whatever the case may be. It's an opportunity for our kids to take leadership and ownership of the ministry they're a part of. And so I love it. It's invaluable. The DYM has a packet, so for everything you need to know about how to do You on the Weekend, and adapt it to your own ministry. We call it You on the Wednesday. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it You Serve, or We Run It. You call it whatever you want. It's a great idea. It's over at the DYM store. Use it, take it, rip it apart, and make it your own. And I think every church, every youth group should do a version of You on the Wednesday or You on the Weekend, because it's such a valuable way to get your kids integrated and involved in the ministry, to have ownership, and to also for them to invite their friends. I love it. I'm sure you will. And I can't wait till March to talk about how it really went. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. And until next week, I'll see you later. God bless.